What is going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. We are in Greenville, North Carolina, kind of a weird place. But if you don't know, this is where Mr. Beast, the infamous YouTuber, #1 YouTuber in the whole world, is originally from. So I'm gonna give you guys a full grocery haul on kind of what I grab, what I get from the store. This is kind of why I decided to take a red eye last night so we could get in a little bit earlier today, try to check into the hotel a little bit earlier, get some groceries, get set up with the gym and all the things I like to do before getting into my long work days. And honestly, sometimes they're just like unpredictable. Who knows what time I need to start tomorrow? Being prepared is probably the best way to get ahead and stay on track with your fitness goals. High performance life requires a high performance plan, okay? We're gonna start off with egg whites. Now, I typically would just do the Starbucks egg white sandwich, but because I have a kitchen here, I'm actually gonna try to make these here in the hotel room. We have a bunch of energy drinks. Ghost is kind of my go-to when it comes to energy drinks. I have the Sour Patch Red Berry, which if you don't know, this is limited. I don't know what the situation is there, whether or not they don't have the contract anymore or if these are gonna be discontinued. Basically grabbed a bunch of those. We also have the orange cream, definitely one of my favorite flavors. This is one of those things that I could just stop at the gas station, but it's just gonna save me time if I just grab 5. I'm here for approximately a week, and this will kind of cover me if I want an energy drink or I need one throughout the day. Talked about this in the last video, guys. This, I'm not even kidding, it is a staple. Cleveland, okay, kimchi spicy. The original, not so good. Not gonna lie, it tastes pretty much just like sauerkraut. So I would highly recommend the classic kimchi. This is just a staple, guys. I can put this on rice, add a little bit of meat, easy, quick meal. Love, 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 love the Cleveland kimchi. So definitely check those out. Part of the egg white sandwiches, we're gonna use this Sargento ultra thin, 45 calorie per slice. And then we went with the Thomas light multigrain, 100 calorie sandwich things. Thought about doing turkey bacon, but again, because time is not really on my side here, decided to go with something a little bit easier. Found the lowest calorie smoked ham. 2 ounces is 60 calories, 1.5 fat, 0 carb, 11 protein. So probably a couple slices on every breakfast sandwich in the morning. And then I saw this interesting TikTok YouTube while I was on my plane ride here, and it was basically like taking turkey pepperonis, which are a little bit better in the macro profile, and you basically just put them on a plate flat between 2 paper towels, microwave them for 3 minutes, pull them out, let them cool off, and they basically turn into like chips, kind of keto chips if you will, or basically low carb chips, because there's literally 1 carbohydrate in 12 slices of this. So grab that to give that a try because I'm here. Takeaways. This is a staple if you want to meal prep, if you want to have things ready to go. Again, time is not on your side. Highly, highly recommend grabbing, a pack of these. This is a 7-pack. Don't have to bring these back home with me. I can just toss them as needed. And moving forward to the drinks of choice, always have Coke Zero on hand, cherry Coke Zero, and then this one, which if you guys have heard of this, Diet Sundrop, never heard of it. Gonna give it a try. Those are my kind of sodas. Usually try to keep it to 1 or 2 a day. Just like to have this stuff here, right here in the back, in the fridge. And then I don't have to worry about having to go out to the lobby after a long day if I want a soda or I have my meal prep. It's just nice to have it right here. And the last thing that I'm gonna show you on this grocery haul, alkaline water. Now, you can argue with me all day long that Dasani is better or Aquafina. Okay, no one likes Aquafina, let's be honest here. Alkaline water to me tastes the best. The bigger thing that I think is important is just finding a water and having it here so that you're not having to go again to the lobby. If you want to hack and you don't want to buy water, bring a water bottle and just go down to the gym. I guarantee they have a dispenser. You can just fill that up, keep it in your room, and that is a free, easy way to have drinkable water. Not that you can't drink the tap, but I personally like to have bottled water on me, make my pre-workouts, my protein shakes, anything like that. So definitely have a bunch of these. 4 gallons, we're set. Now the last thing that we're gonna show you is my end-all be-all hack. And I don't have it here yet, but you're gonna see it here in the next clip. We did it. We made them. Pardon the interruption, but seriously, so crunchy. Just such a nice little snack. Different variation, high protein. Remember, a turkey pepperoni, 3 minutes in the microwave, let them cool, solid snack. Now back to the hack. Can you believe it? Chipotle catering for the win here, guys. This is an easy, quick way to meal prep here in the hotel with me doing absolutely no cooking. It's freaking awesome. This is the reason why we got the takeaway bowls, so that we can build our meals as we see fit, and we have our scale here to be able to weigh everything out. So let's go through it. It's an unboxing video, right? Cheese, we can weigh this, we can track it. It's all within the macros online. The green salsa, holy smokes, look at all that. We ended up going with a premium side of guacamole. Oof, and then we have double pico de gallo here. That's freaking dope. Oh, I don't even have enough space for all this stuff. A whole stack of tortillas here. Literally like a million tortillas. Fajita mix, my all-time favorite, guys. This is a quick, easy way to get like extra volume for basically free, no calories. You could count these as carbs, and depending on how they technically cook them, and potentially a little bit of oil. But honestly, for me, I don't track this, but a huge fan of adding the fajita veggies so that I have more volume. Holy smokes. Whole heaping tub of pinto beans, and we'll open up the treasure chest. Holy mackerel. I'll be completely honest, I have never actually done this. I've heard of people doing it. It's definitely a quick, easy hack that I think anybody can do. Bunch of white rice, that is my go-to white rice. And then the glory be Chipotle chicken for the win. Freaking awesome. Okay, so just so you guys know, like I said, if you didn't watch the reel, which you should, check me out at the VW Fitness on Instagram or TikTok, VW Fitness. Total cost of this was about $135 here in Greenville, North Carolina. The price does change, vary city to city, state to state, so just kind of keep that in mind. But 135 bucks, let's just say, for 10 meals. Overall, this is convenient. This is easy. I don't have to wait, and I can just come back to my hotel room like I did tonight and basically just have a meal ready, and I can pop it in the microwave and we're good to go. So with that being said, let's make a quick meal here, show you guys kind of how I put it all together. But we made a bowl for tonight because obviously I am starving, and again, it's so great that I'm able to measure this all out and I get basically the exact macros. Then, like I've talked about so many times in this video, Cleveland kimchi, the absolute best. Add a couple scoops of that into this Mexican dish. I know, it just adds that extra dimension of flavor that I'm just craving, okay? Tastes so good. Just the thing I need to fuel me for tomorrow's workout. All right, guys, hopping into a workout commentary here. Started off with the kettlebell goblet squats, and as you can see, I'm kind of squaring up my feet, getting my shoulders in place, tightening the core, and working on form here. If you didn't notice, I have the bench behind me, and I'm kind of doing a tap and go. I'm not actually sitting and releasing the tension on my legs, driving through the heels here, and just trying to keep that weight in front of me. Moved right into a lat pull down. Now, as you can see here, I'm focusing on my elbows driving all the way down and getting a full stretch. Kind of jerked the weight there to reposition my hands, but really focusing on getting a good stretch on the lat and not really just like overarching and like jerking the weight up and down as you'll see with some people in the gym. You want to focus on that full contraction and keeping that chest up. Breathing. I can't stress that enough. It's super important. So moved into a hammer strength chest press with a pause. Now, as you can see here, I'm really focusing on that stretch on the bottom there and making sure I feel that tension on the chest. I think this is one of those exercises that a lot of people just kind of press weight, and unfortunately the focus goes more into the arms and the triceps more so than the chest. It is hard to hit the chest and the back. It takes a lot of mind muscle connection and really focusing on those muscle parts doing the work. Moved into a lying leg curl. I used to hate this machine. It used to really mess up my back, but fortunately over the last couple of years it's gotten a lot better. Really focusing on allowing my legs to come as far down as possible and getting a good stretch on the hamstrings and glutes, and trying not to, again, I say it all the time, but jerk the weight up. Really focusing on a good solid contraction. Unfortunately, this was the only leg curl machine they had in this gym while I was in Greenville, but we got through it, and we did it multiple times while doing this ChatGPT full body workout. Moved into a seated cable fly. I like this machine. For some reason, I get a full stretch on the bottom there. You can kind of see it actually in my shirt. It just like fully stretches out the pec and then kind of squeezing it in together. This is, again, one of those movements that I see a lot of people, they don't check their egos at the door, and they're just kind of like pressing the weight and using a lot of tricep more so than isolating the chest. So really focus on keeping your arms nice and straight and driving with the chest. Yeah, very important. And then this is a new one that I just started kind of doing, and that is a lateral raise with a kind of ankle bracelet on a cable. I feel like I get a lot of isolation here on the lateral head of the deltoid, and I can kind of be nice and slow and controlled. It does take me a couple reps to really get the form and function down. As you kind of saw there, I kind of had to take a step in, but I think this is a really good movement. I think this is a good alternative if you don't have a lateral machine and you're just been doing dumbbells, and using the ankle bracelets I think really help isolate more of the lateral head of the shoulder. Then we finished up the workout with some 21s, one of my favorite exercises. 7 reps on the bottom half, 7 reps on the top half, and then 7 reps at the full range of motion. But yeah, overall, this was one of my better workouts, honestly, while I was in Greenville. This gym luckily was open 24 hours, so that helped a ton. If you're in that area, Fit for Life 24. They have multiple locations in the Greenville area. Definitely enjoyed my time there. They do have a sauna. It is a single person sauna though, so that was kind of an interesting deal, and I always had to warm that bad boy up. Now, we did finish up this full body workout with a ChatGPT kind of finisher move. As you can see here, ball slams right into step ups and then dumbbell snatches. To be honest with you, my cardiovascular health or intensity is pretty bad. After doing this for the last 4 weeks and kind of incorporating this post workout immediately after, essentially, it got really difficult. I could barely breathe. So I think definitely moving forward, as I move into this next little phase of losing weight, I'm going to try to focus a little bit more on incorporating more high intensity interval training HIIT, and kind of working on my heart health and getting my heart rate up and then bringing it back down and up and back down, which is kind of a HIIT workout. That's the functionality here. I'm so gassed with these step ups, and honestly, step ups has always been kind of one of my least favorite exercises, but I'm trying to incorporate more exercises that I don't like doing and just doing it. Lunges have always been not a fan favorite of mine, and I've been starting to do those as of late with this programming. And to be quite frank, I will be totally transparent. I am actually finished with the ChatGPT training. I felt like it was a little bit redundant, and the 4 weeks, it was essentially the same movements all 6 days, and it was full body, which I liked. I think my body was kind of happy to take a little bit of a break, and I was able to kind of focus each day on every muscle group and really get good contraction. So hopefully you guys enjoy this commentary. Get in the gym, work out hard, focus on time under tension, and just get some lifting in. All right, guys, gonna wrap up the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We actually are flying back home finally today. We did get extended one extra day out here in North Carolina, but super stoked to be going home finally with a long week and a half, I'll be honest. A lot of work, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the content. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the grocery haul. That's just some tips, tricks kind of I use while I'm on the road, while I'm traveling, and how I continue to stay fit on this road to getting married. Stay tuned for the series. Very excited to share with you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.